Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. My name is Julie and this is Anthony. Woo! And welcome to our channel.
So today, no backup? Okay. Today, we are going to talk about how to save money as a couple.
Yeah, together.
Together. Yeah, oh, thank you. So now that the sweetness is over, usually we work on these videos together, you know, we write ideas together and everything, but since you're horrible at this, I just took it over and wrote all 5 tips by myself and
I have to warm up when I get into my creative
Julie
genius.
To trust me on this and
I have to warm up, Ma.
So if you like the video, it's because I made all 5 tips. If you don't like the video, it's because Julie didn't help me at all. Right?
I'm laughing so hard right now. Inside.
Tip number 1. Take it away, babes.
I can't see the screen.
Tip number 1.
Are you serious?
Yo,
this guy is such a clown. It says don't be in a relationship. Like, really? Are you serious?
Alright, that's the bonus tip. If you want, as our dog is sneezing in the background.
I know.
Bonus tip, don't be in a relationship.
Bonus tip, don't date Anthony. Just kidding.
If you know how I feel.
Wow. Alright, so no, for real, the first tip I wrote is, and this is the golden rule for every financial book, everything. If you're ever trying to save money, if you're ever trying to be financially free, retire early, have any type of goals, anything, it's always pay yourself first. And that's basically...
Is that a business tip or is that an actual...
No, it's a financial tip. It's from the, what is it called?
As a couple?
Richest Man in Babylon. No, basically, so what you do is... Every time you get any type of paycheck, anytime you get paid, before you pay your bills, before you do anything, you're gonna take a certain portion of that you both agree on as a couple. So let's say you make $1,000 a week, I make $1,000 a week. We could say every week we're gonna take 10% from each of our paychecks and pay ourselves first. So that would be $200 together. And we would just put it in a whole separate bank we don't touch, you know?
Right,
And that's,
like in a savings or maybe in an investment.
Yeah.
Maybe in a stock.
Yeah, anything.
Yeah.
I mean, that's always going to be the golden rule because, I mean, it's almost like paying a bill except you're paying yourself and you're going to have that money.
Right.
So, you agree?
Yeah, 100% babes.
You're going to start doing that?
Yeah.
So, the second tip is to have a common goal together.
Yeah, make sure you guys have a common goal. A common goal!
Thanks for your input. So,
can you tell who's the financial expert here? I'm just like,
usually with a common goal together, something as if we want to, you know, take a vacation next year, like, hey, we want to buy a house. Like, if you guys are working toward the same thing, it's going to help you keep on track of each other, you know, where...
Keeps you accountable.
Exactly, yeah. If we're both saving money, if we're both paying ourselves first, but all of a sudden you start using that money toward other things, I'm like, wait, we had a goal. We want to buy a house, or we want to travel Europe, or we want to buy a new car. Like, whatever the goal is, having a common goal is going to keep both of you accountable. And I mean... Right,
and there's usually always one person that's a lot better than the other. Or maybe you're both wizards, so...
Wizards? Financial wizards?
Yeah.
You don't have to be a financial wizard to pay yourself first and have a goal. Like, Julie makes this seem like this is the most difficult thing on earth. Like, I can't decide this new purse or to save some money. Like, I want to go on vacation, but these new shoes look really nice right now.
No, but Anthony's completely right. You guys do have to have some type of common goal where you communicate, tell each other, you know, what kind of budget you're going to set up, what kind of money you're going to put away. And it's really good to be on the same page as far as goals, like what you want to accomplish. So that way you guys can actually accomplish your financial goals in the future. And like you said, be able to buy a house, save up some money, have a retirement plan. Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's very
common
important.
goals, very important. And that just comes into our like communication skill that we mention every single episode. But
yeah. Well, I do, so.
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually true. That's her.
That's how I contribute.
Goal for every relationship advice. Communicate, guys. You want to have a healthy relationship? Make sure to communicate.
I'm communicating to you. I don't like you right now.
All right, moving on. So,
can you guys feel the tension?
Tip number 3 would be living off of one. This is difficult, but living off of one person's income and, you know, saving or putting the second toward an investment or something, you know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, if we go back to our original scenario, if you make $1,000 and I make $1,000, that's $52,000 a year each. If we could live off of my $52,000, you're putting away $52,000 toward something of ours every year. Even if we're putting half of that toward,
right,
you know, retirement, investments,
right, anything that's gonna have like that compounding interest.
Exactly.
It's really gonna increase your savings, increase your retirement plan, and it's just gonna get you closer to your goal.
Yeah, retiring early, whatever. You know, like compound interest is. I think Einstein said it was one of the wonders of the world. So. And he was right about that. It's amazing. And start it early. The earlier, the better, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Julie already screwed up on that. She's already past the early stage. But
Wow.
So, yeah, but that's a little bit harder. That's like a more advanced tip. I mean, not everyone's going to be able to do that. But if one day you could, that would be insane, you know?
Yeah.
I mean,
you could always start with like your 401k or put it into Roth.
Well, what I'm saying is that's an advanced tip because how many people could just live off of one of their incomes, you know? That's difficult.
Very true.
Like, especially if you're younger. As you get older,
not many people, I don't think, maybe even could afford to do that. But if you're able to afford to do it, it's definitely, you know, if you're living within your means and you have a tighter budget and you're able to live off one income, you should definitely try to do it.
Yeah. So number 4 would be almost like don't keep up with the Joneses, which is basically like, you know, don't spend money on things you don't need, you know, maybe cut back on like extra stuff that really doesn't bring value to you, you know? And I mean, even if it brings a little bit of value, like maybe just do it less often. Things like, you know, maybe cutting the cord, which is like really big nowadays. Like, you know, maybe you buy one Netflix subscription and get rid of your cable, get rid of all the other subscriptions. Or, you know, maybe we don't go out to eat multiple times a week. Maybe we have 2 times a month where we go to a really nice place we want.
Right.
And the rest of the time we like cook or something, you know?
Right. Versus like both of us getting like, you know, if we were to buy lunches like separate, each of us every single week like that, you don't realize like even getting a cup of coffee every day, even though that's not really, I don't know if that's keeping up with the Joneses, but.
Yeah, but still you're cutting away expenses by not getting the coffee and things like that. So you're right. What is Starbucks, like $3.50 a day or something?
Yeah. It can really add up.
Adds up, you know?
Yeah. And you don't always need to have like 10 of each things, you know? Do you like really need like the newest, you know, I don't know,
shoes,
phone,
clothes. A lot of times, like, I mean, this...
Maybe pick something that you really enjoy, like that you truly enjoy. For one thing, it's like what do you
We're
truly
food, we're foodies. That's what we really enjoy. Food. So like I wouldn't mind like spending a decent amount of money on a nice meal once in a while, you know, but we can't do that every single day, you know? And we also make sacrifices in other areas, you know? Right now we can't travel because of quarantine. We don't spend a lot of money on clothes or things like that. So we don't have fancy cars. So it's like, we could put our money toward food and things. But it's like, even then, we still do it in moderation, you know?
Right.
Because we have other goals.
It's like, what's important to you at the end of the day? Like, some people do really find a lot of value in having, like, say, like a really nice house or having something like that. And that's kind of their niche. But if you don't have the means to do that and you're kind of going outside your means to kind of reach those goals, that's when you start getting in really big trouble.
Yeah.
And you start getting in a lot of debt. And
it's not fun.
And you're kind of like a slave. You know, you're a slave to
cash and to your debt, you know? Yeah.
Who wants that? Like, I think we're all kind of a slave to...
It's a lot of people, like, they leave, like, college and they have college debt, and all of a sudden they finally pay that off, and they're like, oh, let's get some car debt, let's get some house debt, let's get some, like...
Yeah.
Like, that just is
like,
not
can you
good,
pay
know?
off that debt, though? Or is that, like, the debt you're going to have for the rest of your life? So,
yeah,
but we'll get into another conversation about that.
So, the last tip on our top 5 tips are, instead of trying to penny pinch for everything, you know, like, oh, I can't have this coffee today or something. Maybe you guys could work together and create a hobby or some type of small business that brings in some extra income.
Yes.
And just to give you an example, like just do some side hustles. I mean, obviously me and Julie do not live off our YouTube income because we would be living in a box right now. Actually, like, I think a box might be too expensive if we lived off
seriously.
of this. So, but it's side hustles, they flourish, you know, especially if you
especially nowadays. We live in a time where side hustle is like, I think it's becoming more of a common thing. People are creating their own businesses, and anything is possible now because of social media platforms, I feel like.
And internet and working from home. Look at this. Everyone's working from home right now. I mean,
I know.
If you could work from home, you could do everything from home, basically. I mean, both of our businesses originally, I mean, not businesses, but both of our main incomes actually started off from side hustles also.
Yeah.
You know, I do e-commerce. That was always like, oh, I can make some extra money for vacation, and all of a sudden it took off to this is my main source of income. You started training people on the side, you loved it, and now you're a full-time trainer. Like,
right. No, it's honestly amazing, and I think the only way I feel like to get through these type of times is to have a lot of people have multiple side hustles, multiple businesses, investing into different things, and investing into even, like, you know, real estate, like anything. It doesn't have to be like a service industry job, or like it doesn't have to be YouTube, but you can invest into something where it becomes a side hustle, you know? Yeah. If you're able to, you know, if you're able to do that. I mean, I feel like your side hustle could be anything, so.
No, it could. It could be starting a mushroom farm. Like, being a worm breeder. You know?
Where is this coming from? Worm breeder?
Like, it could be, though. Like, people need mealworms. Like, collecting Pokemon cards. I could teach you guys about that, but Julie won't let me, so. But no, for real, side hustles are important, and the fun thing is, as a couple, you could do it together. Two minds are usually better than one, not always, but
You mean they are, though, right? Right?
When one person makes all the answers to a video and the other person just tags along and copies them, but no, I mean, it'll work out. Side hustles are the future, and I mean, good luck.
Alright guys, we hope you enjoyed our video. Please subscribe, comment below, give our videos a thumbs up if you liked it. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. Anyway, thanks for the view. But we really appreciate.
Also, I would really love to hear if they write couple side hustles in the comments, because I couldn't think of a lot. Like, I know we do YouTube, but I couldn't think of a ton that you could do as a couple that would really, like, benefit, like, having two people in it. So
yeah, that would be really cool.
You want to write that in the comments after you thumbs us down.
Yeah.
But
thanks for interrupting me.
Sorry, enjoy. Bye guys.
All right.
Bye guys. Don't let her talk. Bye guys. See you later.